Local entrepreneurs are making a lot of adjustments right now to adhere to safer at home orders. Right now we're going to check in with Abe Degnan. He's with Degnan Design-Build-Remodel and find out what's going on in the land of remodel. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, Jessa.
As I mentioned, there's so much happening for entrepreneurs and organizations throughout South Central Wisconsin and the country. We're checking in with essential businesses to find out if they are operating and how things have changed.
Well, things definitely have changed, but the great news is that there are ways for us to keep working safely, and we are considered an essential business, and we have clients who want us to do work right now, so everyone is working safely in our company.
And that's great to hear. It is nice to be able to continue to do what you do so well. I'm sure that things do change, though. You mentioned having some safety measures in place. A lot of times we're doing an addition on a house. I'm curious if the house is open at all times or how that works right now.
Well, that's one of the cool things is that actually a lot of the techniques we've been using for years to keep homes clean and comfortable and safe and isolated during construction are the same things that we need to do to keep our employees and our homeowners safe during this time right now. So the one of the things that I wanted to let everybody know is that when building an addition, the house stays quite isolated through a long time in the process, all the way up until the point where drywall is on and painting is taken care of typically during an addition. And we have ways of keeping the house isolated.
I suppose that makes sense. You're sort of uniquely positioned to already have these measures in place to keep dust and debris out of the home. So you're able to move forward in a lot of ways. Let's talk about how that happens. What kinds of materials are used, or how does that work?
Well, one example when building an addition is that where the doorway goes in between the addition and the house, we're able to keep that isolated using like plywood and styrofoam to keep things isolated. And we'll actually take some spray foam to seal the edges to keep air movement from going through, to keep the dust out of there. When we're doing an interior remodel or at the point where we're finishing the addition where we need to go into the house, then we put up plastic walls that are a barrier between the occupied part of the house and the work area.
Wow, so lots of practices in place. Any special tools or anything that are used? I'm curious, what sort of things to help really keep a home clean.
Yeah, one of the coolest things that we have a couple of units that are known as Build Clean units. They're a HEPA vacuum, and they have negative pressure. They recirculate the air, or they create negative pressure where they actually keep our work area isolated and do a whole bunch to keep dust from moving into other parts of the house. And that same process, that negative pressure, is what keeps our homeowners safe and healthy in this time right now, so that if we're working an area, there's not an opportunity really for germs to go through because of that negative pressure.
And you've answered a lot of these questions just to cover our bases and for viewers at home who might be thinking about a remodel. So it is safe to do a remodel right now. There's so many practices in place to keep us that way.
Yeah, my crew, they're keeping themselves physically distant from each other on job sites. We're having very little interaction with our homeowners face to face. And even things like, instead of using one of the homeowners' bathrooms during construction, we have portable toilets on the job site so that our carpenters don't even need to go into the house during that time period.
Really smart. Well, we've got about a minute left, but we love a good before and after. What is this sunroom going to look like when it's finished?
Well, we have some design photos here showing this beautiful sunroom. It has big windows. It's got a fireplace going into it. It's really a masterpiece, the way that this looks out to their beautiful backyard.
Oh, so nice. Any other photos that you can share with us for our interview today?
Yeah, absolutely. I love showing off our work because we have such inspired clients and talented people working for us. I have just a variety of sunroom photos that are going to be showing up in the background of our sunrooms, our screen porches, and our 3-season rooms.
We appreciate it, Abe.
Thanks, Jessa.
We'll be back with more Talk Wisconsin after the break.